of Abia State. Mr. Speaker, I believe we are speaking on the general principles affecting this bill under consideration. Mr. Speaker, I have looked at the bill, the pros and cons, and I want to argue the general principles in this form. The spirit and intent of this bill is very good. The practicability of this bill is my worry, Mr. Speaker. This bill is populist in nature. This bill will satisfy the yearnings of Nigerians. This bill will be desired by most Nigerians, particularly those who do not have access to quality medical facilities. But, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, in practicing this bill, we will have issues. May I buy the arguments and postulations of Honorable Pajot as if they were mine? The presenter of this bill had the best intention based on experiences. Permit me to ask a question, Mr. Speaker. It's just like saying that public officers should stop taking policemen so we can improve security in Nigeria. We have had calls to argue these similar bills before. I very much think that we need to do what this bill is asking, but, Mr. Speaker, is it true legislations? No. This should come by way of policy actions. A motion will effectively take care of this, but I would not say it shouldn't go to the second reading. My reason being this: are we going to limit the right of public officers if they are not spending government money? If, for example, a public officer or civil servant is being sponsored to go abroad, why will we say put a blanket cover? The essence of this bill is to reduce the medical tourism unnecessarily at the expense of government. So I must agree with him. But I think that it should be a matter of regulatory issues rather than matter of law. Let me also make one thing clear. For the fact that we do not have good medical facilities in Nigeria, it's not the result of people going out because people go outside. It's for want of that. Even if you say nobody should go out at all, will that improve our medical facilities if we do not do the needful? Mr. Speaker, do we not budget for the medical centers? Do we not provide enough money for them? Is it not for us to know why these things are not bought? Are we saying we don't do oversight? Let me also ask, most Nigerians who practice abroad, or the best of doctors abroad, are they not Nigerians? Not too long, they published the list of the best 10 heart surgeons. 4 were Nigerians, all over the world. We need to put a lot of things down here for them to return, including security. May I go to say that these countries that people go to look for medical tourism, those medical facilities are not owned by government. They are private sector driven. The best hospitals in America are not owned by government. Those clinics in India are not owned by government. In UK, they are not owned by government. In fact, in UK, the government hospitals where the commoners go are also looked as not being the best where the private people go to. I agree with the author of this bill that everything should be done to see that the government hospitals are provided for. We are told that what we have in State House is only Panadol or whatever sometimes by somebody who is very, very close to the state clinic. Meanwhile, they have enough fund budgeted for the state clinic. Is it because that they go abroad at the State House? No. It's because somebody refused to do the job there. And it is our duty to find out why that thing is not being done. Therefore, I think that what we need is a kind of relief in the medical sector. Are we going to do tax waivers for those who want to set up hospitals? Are we going to make duty free for those who are importing medical equipment and stuff like that? These are areas we need to look into. However, I would say that the bill be allowed to sell for a second reading where experts will come and look at it. At that level, I think they can tinker with the heading, they can tinker with the body, and see what they will provide. But putting a blanket cover that public officers should not go abroad, if it will be limiting their right, we're entitled to private life, we're entitled to whatever we think we can do. So, Honorable Speaker, Honorable colleagues, I will say, let's allow it a second reading. At that point, the stakeholders will have the latitude to do justice to it. But if it's to say having a blanket cover, I repeat myself again, it's amount to saying public officers should not go with police so that they can improve security. That may not solve the situation. I agree in that line, Mr. Speaker.